So in yesterday's video, we talked about almost everybody, but I didn't cover everybody on Before the 90 Days, and that video still ran 15 edited minutes. And I didn't cover Ella and Johnny, Kim and Usman, and you guys, we got to meet Ben this week. We got to meet Benjamin this week, and I'm so excited. But on the flip, he is dumber than I thought. And that's what I want to talk about today. Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Debbie. I'm the she in Sheality TV, but first things first. On this channel, I primarily talk about reality TV goings on and all of the nonsense and BS that happens on shows, primarily 90 Day Fiance and all of its iterations. But I also have a Patreon on which I do lifestyle commentary in a way that is largely unfiltered. So if you like lifestyle commentary in a no BS manner, come on over and visit me on Patreon. There's only one tier. It's $4 a month. No biggie. I try to post at least once a week. So yeah, if you're into that, come on over and visit me on Patreon. The link is in the description to this video. Now back to reality. So, like I said in the intro, yesterday's video was long for me because you guys probably already know I don't do 15-minute videos. And it's an anxiety thing, truthfully speaking. It's twofold. I'm not that person who can sit and talk on camera for 20-25 minutes. I just can't. I can't. Even as I'm sitting here talking now, the anxiety, I still have this anxiety that's telling me shut off the camera and go do something else, right? I just don't like being on camera. And that's something that I'm working on, which is part of the reason that I started this channel. Anyway, that's a whole other video. So yesterday I talked about all the other Before the 90 Days characters, with the exception of Usman and Kim and Ella and Johnny, my God. And Benjamin. Now, I'm gonna save the best for last because Benjamin, this dude. Okay, anyway, let's talk about Usman and Kim. Oh, God. So in this episode, you know how he invited her to come to his video shoot in Tunisia. Is it Tunisia? No, it's not Tunisia. I don't remember where he went. Wherever he went to shoot that video that for a song that he wrote about a different woman that he used to date. And he explains that relationship. He says that he met this other girl online who is, like, truthfully, guys, head and shoulders above any of the women that he's actually dated. But he has this thing for senior white ladies. I can't. But anyway, this girl, she was pretty, black woman, but apparently she couldn't handle all his female fans, and so that relationship is no more. Okay, whatever you say, Usman. But her name was Zara, and that's who this song is named after. And that's who the video is. That's the song that they're shooting the video for, okay? So, they're doing all the thing. And I love how he's got this big entourage. And he's got this, truthfully speaking, I feel like this guy is like, he's one of those fake it till you make it dudes, right? He's got the big entourage. He's got what he thinks looks like a successful singer. He's got all his, his lackeys around him. He's got all these people wearing t-shirts that have something to do with his project or his music or him or whatever, besides her wearing the t-shirt with his big old face on it. But, he's got the whole deal. They're doing a shoot. He's got the cameras. He's got the cameraman. He's got the lighting. He's got the sound. He's got the makeup and hair. He's got the whole deal, okay? And here comes Kim, Miss Frumpty Dumpty, trying to play like she knows what's going on, bossing around his team, talking about how, these people aren't doing their job and all that other kind of shit. And I'm just like, bitch, where do you get off? Where do you get off? Like, I'm confused. As if that wasn't bad enough, they get in the car, Usman and Kim and two of his team, they get in the car after the shoot is done, and he cusses them a blue streak about how she is right, because she's bitching about how, they weren't doing their job, you guys let him down, and all that kind of nonsense. And he says, I'm disappointed that he's disappointed in them, and she's right. And these two guys in the backseat just shut up. But I'd be like, yeah, you know what, dude? Peace. You and this old lady, you go try and make your career happen. Because it just, like, seriously? A PS5 and a MacBook bought you that kind of loyalty? Dude, no. She is overstepping her bounds. And he is a fool. I'm sorry, calls it like I sees it. He a dummy. I feel like the only reason that he's still doing this is because he's making a 90-day paycheck. Because he is. And that's the only reason that he entertains all of this. Because you know what? After the last season ended, his career took a nosedive, as did his, his follower count and all that other kind of stuff. It's like, this dude can't keep that stuff afloat by himself, so he needs to get back in front of the camera, right? So he gets back online, finds himself another Lisa, aka Kim, and he feels like he's back on top, right? Kim, I don't know if he's going to cut Kim loose. I think he will keep Kim at least until the end of this season. I don't know what's going to happen at the end of this season, but he won't keep her till then because he's making money, right? She is his way to stay on camera and keep making money. Whatever it is that they're making. I don't know if it's $1,000 per episode or $1,500 per episode. Whatever that number looks like, he's probably not making that with his music. He's not making that in streaming, or I doubt that he's making that with his streaming. So he's going to keep making those US dollars. And shit, why not? Why not? She's a dummy, right? But shoot, I mean, the man's making money. And I doubt that he would be making that money otherwise. So yeah, Usman and Kim, yeah, do your thing, girl. If you think that that's what you want, or Usman, you feel like you can't do better, okay. Let's move on to Johnny and Ella. Ella, right from the jump, when these words came out of this woman's mouth, I remember thinking, oh, God, that's so cringe. And 90-day production, I'm feeling like that was, hey, play that out. That was production saying, play up the whole,
I really like Asian guys, and so I went on an Asian website, or a website for white women who like Asian men.
Okay, that is about as cringeworthy as it gets. That is fetishization at its absolute worst. But okay, right? She getting paid? Okay. He's getting paid? Okay, whatever. Then, she's talking about, how they send each other dirty pictures and like there's some things that don't need to be televised. We don't even need to hear it. Never mind, need to see it. We don't need to hear it. She tells us in a previous episode that she dated, and she always is, too forthcoming about the race of the person that she was dating, because she tells us, I met an Indian guy that I was dating online. Frankly, this dude sounded kind of like Samit, right? But she actually met him, and they show a picture. If I can find it, I'll put it up here somewhere. They show a picture of her and him, but she says that relationship ended because he said that she was bigger than he thought she was. Fair enough. So now she's with this Johnny dude, and Johnny has a son. He's divorced. I don't know if he's divorced or not. I don't know if he's divorced or if he just had a baby out of wedlock. I have no idea. But he has a son named Stony, which was all these unconventional names. I don't get it. His son's name is Stony, and I'm doubting that's his son's name. I think that's just like a TV name. And his son is like 6 or something like that. And he loves spending time with his son and all that kind of stuff. And I'm just like, dude, how you love spending time with your son, but you try to move to the US for this chick? I'm very confused. And yeah, in this past episode, they don't get into Ella and Stony. They don't get into Ella and Johnny at all. Except to show like a preview of Ella on the phone and Johnny telling her that his Singaporean visa was denied, because I guess they're going to meet in Singapore, but his visa was denied. So, side note, I feel like the phrase dating online is an oxymoron. Like, there's no such thing as dating online. But that honestly is a Patreon conversation, and I'm probably going to do that video, because the whole online dating thing, like dating, when you're dating someone with the intention of getting to know them better and seeing if that relationship can go further. But when you're dating someone online, or when you meet someone online, you're meeting their representative. You're really not meeting that person. You're meeting the person that they want you to think they are, and I'm going to shut up about that because, like I said, that's a Patreon conversation. Anyway, so Ella is like, oh, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? I don't know how we're going to do this. And well, that's the risk you run when you start talking to or trying to form a relationship with someone who doesn't live in the same country. That's the risk you take. And oh well, right? Like, frankly, these two kind of bore my socks off anyway. But yeah, I had to get that in there. Let's move on to, oh, my absolute favorite, Ben and Mahogany. Okay. So it's weird because in not my last video, but the one before, I talked about how they waited so long to introduce this couple that I didn't actually think that they were going to make it into the season, right? Because we were like, what, 3-4 episodes in, and they had not even mentioned them, okay? In this past episode on Sunday night, we get to meet Ben, and we find out that Ben is, what, 46, 48, something like that, and he's in wicked shape, he's divorced, he's got 3 kids, and he was in what sounds like an oppressive religion, and he was a pastor, okay? He's done with all of that. He's no longer a pastor, and he decides that, you know, he wants to go online. He's some kind of a model, right? And he said he posted some pictures, and this Mahogany chick reached out, and they started talking. Now, he got hooked when she sent him pictures of herself, and I will post this picture right here. And the first thing you guys are gonna say is like, this bitch is fake. She fake. This dude, I feel like he's very naive because he was so sheltered all of this time. And he tells us in this episode that he's been catfished before by a Nigerian guy. Duh. And you would think that having been catfished before, he would see the red flags. But he's either not seeing them, not caring, or just he ain't paying attention. I feel like he doesn't care. I feel like his ego won't let him care because he's a late 40s-year-old man who thinks that this 24-year-old woman wants to be with him. Tale as old as time. Like, I'm sorry. I feel like, I know this is going to sound really awful, but in some of my previous videos where I did videos on romance scams, and if you haven't seen those, I'll put the playlist up here for you somewhere, where I do the videos about romance scams, the common denominator is that it is usually an American, sometimes a Canadian, but I'm going to say American for the sake of a default nation. The American is always the person who is older, trying to get into a relationship with someone who is much, much younger and lives in another country. I feel like if that's your thing, you deserve what you get. If you are so, this person is gonna, they show you a picture of a hot guy or a hot girl, and you're willing to mortgage your house, empty your 401k, send the contents of your safety deposit box. Dude, what? And you hear about these people, they're like, oh, well, he took my life savings. No, he didn't take your life savings. You gave it to him. He didn't take it. He didn't go in your bank account and take that money. He said, hey, I need this. And you went into your bank account and took it out. I'm sorry. You got to take some responsibility, right? Anyways, again, getting completely off track. But so Ben is head over heels for this Mahogany chick. Okay, come on. I'm sorry, guys. In my world, her name gives her away, right? Or her name gives her away. So he's head over heels for this chick. He tells his friends, finally, because his friends don't know, that he is dating, and I use that word in quotes because, I'm sorry, online dating, it's a misnomer. He's dating this woman, and he's been dating her for something like 6 or 8 months. She's a 24-year-old, and he's always very clear about her age. She's a 24-year-old, and here, this is her picture. And immediately, everybody, from his friends to his children to his ex-wife, they see when his kids see her picture, she sent him a video. And he shows the picture in the video to his kids, and his kids, who are teenagers, are like, yeah, that's fake. You're getting catfished. Like, anyone with a working set of eyes can see that this man is getting catfished, but he can't. So anyway, his ex-wife is just like, dude, the last time this happened, you got all wrapped up in this supposed woman, only to get catfished, and you ignored everything outside of her, kids included. So his wife, yeah, she knows exactly what time it is. She sits there with this look on her face that says, oh God, you're dumb. Dude, you're dumb. And it's all we can think. It's all I can think. All we can think is, God, dude, you're stupid. He's stupid. And I don't know. I mean, I can't even say that it'll be interesting to see what happens with these two, because we know what's going to happen. In the trailer for the next episode, they've already shown us that he's going to the airport because he's going to Peru, where she supposedly lives. And she texts him while he's at the airport telling him not to come. Duh. Like, what? Like, who didn't see this coming? Anyways, I am looking forward to seeing his ex-wife get the satisfaction. Sorry. I just feel like, yeah, dude, listen. You have 3 kids with this man, and he is essentially ditching your kids for some woman he doesn't know. He deserves whatever he gets. I'm sorry. He deserves whatever he gets. That's all I got for this episode of 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days. And I stress that because, like I said in my last video, before the 90 days and 90 Day Fiance the other way, very much alike, and I get them confused all the time. But yeah, that's all I got. Again, and as usual, thanks for watching. Come visit me on Patreon, and I'll see you next time.